And now, Commerce Casino, if you're ready to meet our fighters, give me a hell yeah! Please welcome our rising star from the blue corner, Justin Cantorna.
Gonna kick things off here at UNF 25 with bantamweights in the cage. Ryu Justin Cantorna comes in for this battle of the undefeateds, a perfect 2-0 coming off a round 1 TKO back in October of 2024. So biding his time a little bit, had a debut win over Max Tucker by unanimous decision. This guy is dangerous everywhere, Jonathan. He's got a Muay Thai background, boxing background, but also was a Southern Section wrestling champ. So if it's on the mat, on the feet, this guy's dangerous.
Yeah, training out of Next Fit Squirrel Muay Thai. He's also a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know, this guy is as dangerous as his name Ryu suggests. See if he can throw a couple Hadoukens at him there.
Gonna bring the fire, or the fireball.
His opponent, out of the red corner, Arshak Torosyan.
And now we will meet his opponent, Arshak, the Falcon Torosyan. Chris, so nicknamed because he said it's the fastest bird in the world and I bring the speed into the cage, Schmo. It's a presto changeo. You were just there doing an interview. Where did you come from?
A little bit of magic right here at the Up Next Fighting broadcast. We did an interview, do a little swappy-do, but cannot wait to see Arshak Torosyan return to the Up Next Fighting cage. We saw his victory at UNF 20 against Andrew Lopez. And let's see if he can keep some momentum going forward into this matchup to kick things off here at the Up Next Fighting broadcast.
You know, and in that victory over Andrew Lopez, despite his grappling background, that was all stand-up. But Torosyan said he wants to take it to the mat this time out. We'll see if that pays dividends. Torosyan with stern words, gentlemen, at the weigh-ins yesterday. He said, seems like a nice guy, my opponent, but tomorrow he is my enemy, and I don't feel sorry for my enemies.
Yeah, Torosyan, he's all business. Look at the cold as ice, the demeanor on his face. Decorated wrestler out of Armenia. As you mentioned, he likes to throw his hands, though. So we got to look at the tail of the tape here. Ryu Cantorna.
Yeah. Why wait? Rain Cruz here to set the stage for our opening contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is set for 3 rounds in the Rising Stars Bantamweight division, and it's presented by Level Up Red Light. Your referee in charge, Rafael Davis. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, an undefeated striker with a record of 2 wins and no losses. He stands 5'7", weighing in at 134.4 pounds. Representing X-Fit Combat Sports, and fighting out of Highland, California, Justin Ryu Cantorna. And his opponent, out of the red corner, an undefeated wrestler with a record of 2 wins and no losses. He stands 5'5", weighing in at 133.8 pounds. Representing Team Oyama and Los Angeles Muay Thai, and fighting out of Montebello, California, Arshak Falcon Torosyan.
What a way to kick things off at UNF 25, a battle of the undefeateds. The O's got to go for one of these guys, both fighters, undefeated, 2-0. Todd Countley, Jonathan King, and the Schmo with the call of the action. This one's set for 3 2-minute rounds in the Rising Stars division. 2 bantamweights collide here. Bell sounds, and we are off and running. Both fighters touch gloves. Should be a good one, gentlemen.
Immediately gets inside the clinch. Torosyan gets a hold of him here. Backs Cantorna up against the cage. Nice trip.
And feverishly trying to get out of there is Cantorna, trying to slip out of that guillotine attempt, but man, driving him into the cage now is Torosyan. He is aggressive early.
Torosyan making moves right there, staying on him, closing the distance, but a good job by Ryu right now fighting back.
Now, Jonathan, if you're Ryu Cantorna, would you try and utilize that range a little bit? He is now working off that jab.
Yeah, start throwing that jab, keep the range, keep your distance. You want to hit when hit from a position where you can't get hit, and you see him automatically breaking down the range, getting inside of Torosyan's danger zone. Torosyan's already cut over the left eye, I believe.
And Torosyan, we saw it in that fight with Lopez, was all too happy to stand and bang, but kind of neglecting his wrestling pedigree in the process, although Cantorna, a great grappler as well, should have go to the mat. Two well-matched athletes. It's Rock'em Sock'em Robots here.
In this type of fight right here, this benefits Ryu. This is right where he wants him. Dangerous position on the feet. Oh, a little takedown of his own.
And blood, you're right, Jonathan, is streaming from above the eye there of Falcon Torosyan.
Nice counter left hand from the Falcon.
Eats a straight left there, straight right, as now trying to get busy with the hands is Justin Cantorna. Great action here in round one. There's no feeling out process in this one.
The Falcon might be fast, but he's going to want to get his hands up.
I don't know what Torosyan was arguing with there. Still with seconds to go in the round after eating that big 1-2 combination. Boy, fireworks early, but you can see, guys, Torosyan wearing the damage on his face. Schmo, how do you see it after one?
As damage being the #1 criteria in the scoring, I got to give it 10-9 to Cantorna. He did a good job mixing up those low kicks, which dropped the hands of Torosyan, and he was able to cut him up and get some damage on that face.
Let's take a look back at the action, and it was wall-to-wall there in round one. Jonathan, take us through some of what you saw. Nice takedown there early by Torosyan.
Beautiful throw from Torosyan. Looked to lock up a guillotine. Cantorna was quick to get out of it, but you see the hands of Ryu, Justin Cantorna, landing from range. He ate a couple shots there, but able to give as good as he got. And I agree with Schmo. I think he had the more Schmoments, if you will, in the round.
Last minute look here at some of the action. There's that big 1-2 there at the end of the round. Round two coming your way. Time to fight on at Up Next Fighting 25. What in your estimation, Jonathan, was going on with Torosyan there in the final seconds?
I'm not sure. Maybe he was complaining of an eye poke, but I didn't see the fingers extended. See him keeping his hands much higher now in this round.
For Cantorna and his finishes, he's coming off of a round one TKO victory. The other one a decision, so looking to change levels here. And I don't know if you want to get on a power game on the mat with Torosyan, man. He will ragdoll you.
Torosyan looking to connect his hands there. Great job for Cantorna to turn out and get away from the grasp of the Falcon.
And if Torosyan keeps going for that, guys, and doesn't hit pay dirt, I can see him gassing out. It looks to me as if Cantorna is the fresher of the two at this point.
It certainly is. You already see Torosyan breathing through a wide open mouth as he gets thrown to the mat again by Ryu Cantorna.
Certainly the case. I wanted to add too that Torosyan's wearing a lot of redness on that leg from the first round of leg kicks, but here we are in a bad position right now. Top control, looking for some ground and pound right here is Ryu over Torosyan.
Throwing some elbows in there and tight as well, shot after shot. And Cantorna trying to put this thing away, but showing great composure right now is Arshak Torosyan, hanging in there, but he's got to do something to better his position here, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's real tough to win a fight when you're the one getting punched in the face. He's going to have to do something to return fire here. Very difficult to throw off your back, and that's what he's doing instead of trying to escape and get back to his feet, which is what he needs to do.
And do you often see those elbows to the body like that? That was an interesting attack there by Cantorna. Upstairs, downstairs.
Oh, up kick.
Kicks. Oh man, watch out. We've seen the likes of Weston Quiros utilize those to great effect here, and you got to watch out there. Was holding the fence. And good officiate, man, wide open shots by Cantorna. He's running away with this thing now, Jonathan, and round two comes to a close, and that was all Justin Ryu Cantorna.
Yeah, definitely another exclamation point on that round for Cantorna. On my scorecard, at least, Torosyan's going to have to do something spectacular if he wants to walk away with his hand in the air.
What about the Schmo card? Do you see that as a 10-9 or a potential 10-8 there?
Potential 10-8 just because these are quicker rounds. And he was in top control. He was raining down to the body and to the head from Mount.
Let's look back at it now. A nice variety of strikes by Cantorna is utilizing elbows and ground and pound aplenty here at the end of the round. Total control. Giving him the business, Jonathan. But how about the up kicks? Wait, could you imagine if Torosyan had caught him flush there? Stranger things have happened in the Up Next Fighting cage. But Jonathan, given the way you see it on the cards, Torosyan in a position where he needs a finish to win this fight.
Yeah, he needs a home run if he wants to win this fight, at least on our cards.
Well, we saw Dodger Stadium. He needs a Kurt Gibson special here. Does Arshak Falcon Torosyan. And he finds himself in a world of trouble here with Cantorna.
He's got the outside trip if he wants it, but he abandons it, instead gets to the clinch here.
And this is clearly the game plan for Torosyan too. He's going to want to bring him to the mat.
Nice knee.
But that knee was well placed.
Ryu will slice you and dice you. I bet you want to talk, you got Ryu in there, you want to talk Street Fighter. I bet Torosyan wishes he was Dawson and he could stretch those arms out and keep him at bay a little bit. Can't get him out of his face.
That's more like Sean Woodson, the featherweight in the UFC, looks like Dawson, the Street Fighter.
Torosyan looks like he's fighting Cantorna and extreme fatigue at this point, guys.
Nice combination, punctuated with the leg kick.
And we talk about how poised many of the rising stars are. You can see the body language of Torosyan that he's in trouble, but not rushing in and taking too many chances is Cantorna. He knows he's well ahead of this thing and not being overzealous, and I do like that. I appreciate the control.
Nice left hand to the body for Torosyan, but he doesn't follow up with anything.
Big leg kick there as well, and tell you, Cantorna looking very fresh. Back fist attempt there. Spinning back kick by Torosyan, throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him now. Final seconds, and final 10 seconds now. Throwing for broke is Torosyan. Tying him up. I mean, if nothing, a little moral victory that he got top possession there in the final seconds, but what a performance by Justin Ryu Cantorna.
Definitely a lot towards the end of that fight in the third round, but not enough late in the game for Torosyan. Definitely came forward, brought the pressure, brought the fight in the third round, but Ryu was able to mix in the punches, mix in the kicks, and just too many weapons to overcome.
And we're gonna relive it now with the replays. Jonathan, take us through what you saw here.
You see the trip there, catching the foot, getting Torosyan to the mat. Nice left-right combination. Punctuating that combination with the leg kick. You always exit on the leg, you never start on it. Very technical display of striking by Justin Cantorna.
I'll tell you, from round 1 through 3, it was pretty much all gas, no brakes for Cantorna, man. He kept the pressure on. And you could see Torosyan there late, throwing for broke, going for something. But just couldn't get it to go to fruition there. Great performance by Cantorna, and we're gonna make it all official coming up. This one goes the distance, goes to the judges' scorecards. Again, just the professionalism in quotes and poise of the rising stars. You wouldn't know that you're looking at a rising star so young in his career there. As we're gonna head back to the cage, Ray Cruz to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Justin Cantorna.
Well, we talked about it. Ryu was throwing the fireballs tonight as the Schmo is standing by to get a word.
Able to draw blood in the first round, did a great job mixing in the kicks, mixing in the punches. How confident did you feel when you hear it go into the judges' scorecard?
Pretty confident. That cut was, I noticed it in the first round. This is what me and my team prepared for. Arshak Torosyan is a really tough pressure fighter, so hats off to him for accepting the fight. I want to thank my fans, my supporters, my fiance, and my parent-in-laws for allowing me to train so hard and so much. Thank you, and I love you guys. Thank you, Up Next, also. You guys are a great promotion. I can't wait to keep performing under your lights. Thank you.
Excellent performance. It was very great to call your fight. What's up next for you, my man?
Whatever Up Next has to offer, man. My doors are always open to you guys. I love you guys. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner!